I started this gangster shit, and this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello. I started this gangster shit, and this the motherfucking thanks I get.
So, I had my first breathing while Asian moment. Went out for groceries, and an older masked white woman passing by the line shouted "Phew" at me for no apparent reason. As I stared at her, she pulled off her mask, coughed directly at me, turned on her heel, and walked off.
That didn't really happen, did it?
White people, fucking stop it. Your racism won't save you. Your ignorance is not an excuse.
Meet Christina Ariel, Twitter activist, Twitter personality. I don't really know what she does, but I do know she doesn't like white people. I will agree with her about one point, however.
Because white people can't let us have unless they can center themselves as the hero.
Absolutely true, and it's true in two different ways. First of all, SJWs, specifically of the Caucasian variety, all want to be congratulated for allowing more representation into their fictional universes. They create more POC, that's people of color, characters, and assign these characters what they believe the aspirations of an entire culture should be. This is why every new black male superhero is an effeminate super genius, and every black female superhero is an angry lesbian with the side of her head shaved. That's what white liberals want black people to be, apparently. Secondly, people have begun to notice that John Boyega's character, Finn, served absolutely no point in the new Star Wars trilogy concocted by the social justice warriors at Lucasfilm. It's almost as if he were simply a token, a virtue signal for diversity. The hero, of course, was the white Mary Sue character, Rey. She sucked too, but at least she had a story arc. Kind of. So why are people saying Christina Ariel doesn't like white people? It's her Twitter. All of this stuff.
Just a reminder that white women are just as complicit in the upholding and enforcing white supremacy. Watching two white men discuss racism they will never experience will never sit right with me. Debates 2020. White men, this is not the subject for you to try and speak authoritatively in my comments. I said what I said. The number of white women I've had do foul shit to me, then blame me for being intimidating is mind-boggling. I don't want to see not one more think piece by a white person about why they think all black people will vote for Kanye West. You sound dumb. Before one more person asks me why. It's because white people seem to think that black people exist as a monolith and only believe one way. They think that when one black person says something, we all feel that way. Basically, they're ignorant. White people will defend a fictional character before they'll stand up for black people. I don't have an ego. I am also not a bully. I have said repeatedly, I don't owe white people a conversation about racism. I've been living with it. They've been doling it out. I am not entertaining a conversation where people are intent on not understanding me. White conservatives, please stop invoking racism like you give a sh**. You don't. You just want to be able to say, what about, when someone calls out 45 and is blatant racism. My husband sent me out for a full spa day to relax. I'm trying to relax, and a lady just reported me to the front for looking suspicious. So there's that. It's white people can't comprehend a person of color being in an establishment where they only expect to see white people suspicious.
Frankly, I agree with some of what Christina says there, especially the part about black people not existing as a monolith. But she clowns herself by simultaneously condemning white people the very same way. Anyhow, it's a lot of activism and controversy for a person who is about to make this announcement.
I can officially scream, I'm the host of the new official series at Star Wars, The High Republic Show.
Ugh, the High Republic sucks. It shouldn't have a show unless it's the Gong Show. But Christina's tweets were exhumed and displayed.
Well, the last 24 hours have been not the greatest.
And the worst elements of Twitter began to prove her right by sending her vile, racist, ugly messages. It's no fun to be on the receiving end of this shit. I can tell you firsthand. Just pure evil garbage. And the thing is, if anyone had a point to make about anti-white racism, the scumbags who sent Christina this filth just neutralized it. Way to go, guys.
Our Star Wars community is one of hope and inclusivity. We do not stand for bullying and racism. We support at Christina Ariel.
Okay, sure, yeah, Star Wars is for everyone, right? I don't stand for bullying or racism either. Where were you guys when hashtag Fire Gina Carano was trending? Whoops, StarWars.com, whoops.
Lucasfilm joins the National Moment of Unity as we honor and remember the lives lost to COVID-19. Hashtag COVID Memorial. A great way to honor them would be to fire Gina Carano, an anti-masker and anti-COVID denier, who is also a huge transphobe.
Hashtag Fire Gina Carano goes wild as fans react to the Capitol riots. Fire Gina Carano. Mando Season 3 will be fine without her.
How the hell is Gina Carano still employed? Hashtag Fire Gina Carano!
Interesting. This is always the reaction when anyone points out that she appears to support seditionists, Nazis, and would-be murderers of elected officials. She doesn't make a public post to clarify. She doesn't disavow Nazis. She just blocks people. Fire Gina Carano. By not firing Gina Carano, you are indirectly supporting the coup, conspiracy theories, and blatant lies about our democracy. You are complicit in the raping of liberty if you do not act. Fire Gina Carano! I'm still on Team Fire Gina Carano. Here's why. She mocked pronouns in your bio. Guess which cast member of Disney's The Mandalorian posted this on Instagram?
Hey, if you didn't know, Gina Carano from The Mandalorian is an anti-Semitic MAGA, aka Nazi, COVID-denying, parlor account having, transphobic, anti-Black Lives Matter, Breitbart, darling scum! Receipts and photos. Hashtag Fire Gina Carano.
This batshittery has been going on for months, with no word from Disney, Lucasfilm, or whatever creep runs that Star Wars Twitter account. Not one word. And this is bullying. This is harassment. Gina Carano doubtlessly receives way more hate mail, every bit as disgusting as Christina does. But because Gina seems to be a conservative rather than a radical leftist, I don't think she's ever going to receive the courtesy of a denouncement of the bullying she's enduring or the calls for her disemployment by these SJW parasites. So no, Star Wars doesn't currently stand for hope or inclusivity. Gina Carano does. Her outspoken bravery, her kindness towards the fans has led many to return to Star Wars fandom again to enjoy The Mandalorian. And while I certainly condemn the treatment that Christina Ariel is receiving for her beliefs, it'd be great if that were mutually extended by the Star Wars Twitter handle towards Gina Carano. Until then, they most certainly do stand for bullying and racism, as long as it's towards those they disagree with. You know, we probably won't ever see Gina post the hate mail she's receiving. She's too tough for that. New from All Caps Comics. Rainbow, the Brute, the last real man in fairyland. A tale of prismatic pain, a spectrum of brutality, and a pretty good dad. Choke slam a unicorn by backing it today, only on Indiegogo. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there.